Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to the program. Education Principal Secretary Bello Kipsang has admitted that the education sector is still faced with a lot of challenges as several interventions are being put in place to promote inclusive education. Kipsang pointed out that through the free primary education FPE and free day secondary education initiatives, enrollment rates for children with disabilities in special needs schools and those from ASAL areas have significantly gone up. Speaking during the Schools Connect Dialogue 2024, organized by the British Council, the PS highlighted inadequate infrastructure, shortage of trained teachers, and societal stigma, and low retention rates in marginalized areas as the main challenges. Bello also appealed for support towards the training of more teachers as he recognized the support provided by various partners in the sector. In a statement, the British Council expressed its commitment to continue supporting students and educators by ensuring access to high-quality education. Medical Services Principal Secretary Harry Kimtai has acknowledged delays and technical challenges in the rollout of the Social Health Authority SHA system. Kimtai assured that engineers are actively addressing the system issues and additional training for healthcare workers is being provided to ensure smooth transition. The PS further underscored the government's commitment to stabilizing healthcare services during the transition, urging all Kenyans to exercise patience as engineers sort out the challenges. Kimtai spoke during a meeting with religious leaders to form Gamano House, where he emphasized the crucial role of faith-based facilities in sustaining access to healthcare. To ease the financial burden, Kimtai announced the immediate release of 1.5 billion to healthcare facilities, with another 3 billion shillings expected next week. Kimtai noted that hospitals, including those under faith-based organizations, are facing financial challenges due to pending payments from the National Hospital Insurance Fund NHIF.
This is 95.0 Ikra News.
Also, the High Court will determine whether the Senate can proceed with impeachment hearings against Gachagua later today. The decision comes after Chief Justice Martha Koome paneled a 3-judge bench to consolidate the cases and decide one other far-reaching ruling will be delivered. The Deputy President is set to defend himself before the Senate on tomorrow as he faces 11 charges approved by 281 MPs in the National Assembly impeachment vote. Gachagua maintains that the impeachment is politically motivated and expressed confidence that the judiciary will deliver a fair ruling. The afternoon ruling is expected to, against the background of a strong warning by the Senate that it will not honor any injunction against the impeachment. Justice Mwita issued orders to bar the Senate from proceeding with the impeachment. It will be a major reprieve for Gachagua. However, if the court rules otherwise, then Gachagua will be forced to defend himself in the Senate on Thursday and then await the 3-judge bench ruling. In another news, Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka has asserted that the Senate will leave no stone unturned as it prosecutes the impeachment motion against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Senator Onyonka said that the Oversight House will scrutinize all accusations floated against Deputy President Gachagua and will not rush to a decision without a fair process. The legislature affirmed that no charge will be made valid without sufficient and solid evidence. Senator Onyonka further noted that some of the accusations made against Gachagua, like making insightful and tribal statements, do not hold water since he is part of a government that embraces politics of ethnicity. He claimed that President William Ruto has also fallen victim to tribalism, arguing that he has appointed his tribesmen to his government, and no charge will be made valid without sufficient and solid evidence. Onyonka further reiterated that some of the allegations facing Gachagua include tribalism, don't hold solid grounds for his removal. The outspoken senator argued out that the The deputy president is part of Kenya Kwanza government, which embraces ethnic politics.
95.0 Ikra News.
Now, the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, has announced a multi-agency license revalidation exercise for tow truck owners, motor vehicle dealers to enhance compliance with the law. According to the authority, the exercise is anchored on verifying all motor vehicle and motorcycle dealers in Kenya, ensuring compliance with traffic regulations. The exercise will kick off on Monday, November 11, and will end on Friday, November 22nd. As part of the process, a multi-agency team will physically inspect the premises of operators to ensure the accuracy of the submitted details. Through the exercise, NTSA seeks to enhance compliance with traffic laws and regulations. Last month, the authority suspended at least 121 public service vehicles, PSVs, for flouting the laws. As part of the process, a multi-agency team will physically inspect the premises of operators to ensure the accuracy of the submitted details. The exercise comes on the back of an earlier suspension of operating licenses of 121 public service vehicle operators for flouting traffic regulations. And the Kenya National Union of Teachers has continued to mount pressure on the government to release capitation for schools. According to the union, learning institutions across the country are currently grappling with financial challenges ahead of the commencement of national examinations. The government disbursed 15,192 and directed schools to channel 3,850 for infrastructure, with the remainder being utilized on tuition and other crucial operations in school. A total of 21.8 billion was released to schools in August this year. The Kenya National Examination Council (NEC) launched last week the 2024 National Examinations and Assessments season. NEC CEO David Njengere revealed that a smooth administration of the examination and assessments, NEC has acquired 41 new containers, bringing the total to 617 for secure storage and transportation of exam materials.
This is 95.0 Ikra News.
State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action PS Anne Wangombe has called on women leaders to be at the forefront in fighting for the inclusion of women in politics. Speaking during the regional dialogue on women's leadership in Africa at a Nairobi hotel, the PS said true leadership calls for building a team and being able to mentor others to keep pushing forward. She said the meeting should be the start of a relationship between senior women leaders and their emerging young counterparts. Elsewhere, women from Kirinyaga County, drawn from different wards, have joined other women across the county to ask the president to consider having a woman deputize him if the impeachment motion against the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua goes through. They have called on other women across the country to rally behind a fellow woman to succeed in this cause.
On to the international news.
Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has demanded security guarantees for all of Italy's soldiers deployed in Lebanon, where UN peacekeepers have come under fire. More than 1,000 Italian soldiers serve in the UN interim force in Lebanon and in a separate mission that trains local armed forces. The UN Security Council expressed deep concern after several peacekeeping positions came under Israel fire in southern Lebanon. 5 UN peacekeepers were wounded. Meloni says they believe the attitude of the Israel forces is completely unjustified, describing it as a blatant violation of a UN resolution on ending hostilities between Hezbollah and Israel. And that story marks the end of our bulletin. It's 10 minutes past the hour. My name is Samira Galoro. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.